everybody. Today I'm talking about Saturn in Pisces and you. This is a long awaited recording. I'm sorry about the delay, but I suppose that's typical of Saturn. But also, because I'm Pisces, so Saturn coming into Pisces for me also was a lot of work, really. It's not been negative, but it's been a lot of work, and everything is getting delayed. So my apologies, but Saturn in Pisces is going to be with us till 28th February 2028. So it is a long transit, and wherever Saturn is, it is going to give pressure to us. And so we need to work with it and be conscious of it. Let us explore. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Saturn in Pisces. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. So Saturn in Pisces is a long transit, and we are talking Saturn in Pisces and you, how Saturn is affecting in the various houses. This is part 3 of our Saturn in Pisces series. And so the thing about Saturn in Pisces is that wherever he is in your chart, that area is going to get impacted. And Saturn is being ruled by Jupiter. So for Jupiter's strength also helps Saturn. And Jupiter will be in part of this transit, will be in Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and it is also exalted during this time, so that will be helpful. However, in 2027, 26, 27, Saturn is going to be influenced by Ketu, because Jupiter will be with Ketu for a long conjunction. So all these things, as we go along, I will be talking about it. But for right now, we're going to look at the major aspect that we are welcoming Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is not going to have any major conjunction. It's already done its Rahu conjunction, and by the time I'm doing the video, Saturn and Rahu have separated. So main aspect of the Saturn-Rahu conjunction, I made many videos about it, and you would have seen them, is over. And next year in April, there will be a Saturn-Mars conjunction. So that one is one of the difficult ones to face. But otherwise, we are learning to live with Saturn in Pisces. And whenever Saturn changes signs, it's after 2.5 years. That means it is a major change in our life. And after the Dasha change, it's the Saturn's ingresses that are very important. They're moving into new signs. So how does it affect you? We're going to look at your moon sign and your ascendant. And moon sign is very important because certain signs will be in Sade Sati. Aries. Aries, Saturn in Pisces is in your 12th house. So generally from a Lagna point of view, 12th house Saturn is quite good. He controls your expenses. He doesn't make you make unnecessary expenses. You can also feel very worried about your expenses during this transit. But the main thing is for Aries moon. Saturn in Pisces is the start of Sade Sati for you. And actually, it's a very good time for you to make certain decisions and plan out your Sade Sati, because this is the time where you can feel very restless and you want to make some big decisions about your life, but caution, carefulness is important. And I have made many videos about Sade Sati, and so do check them out. Taurus, Saturn in Pisces, good transit for you. It's in the 11th house. Generally, 11th house Saturn is excellent. Also, Saturn is one of your best planets. Going into the 11th house, it will give money, finance, raise in salary, all those things. And, you can always feel that you're not earning as much as you should, but I feel this is a good transit for your financial health. Gemini, Saturn is going through your 10th house, and 10th house is career, and Saturn usually restructures our work. And what we can think about here is that what does need tweaking, what needs improving, and doing some slow and steady restructuring. It's not quick and pressurized, but it is overall a good transit for you. It will bring opportunities, it will bring a lot of work, and you'll have to pace yourself. Cancer, Saturn is in your 9th house. 9th house is the house of advice. It's the house of the guru, father. So Saturn going through 9th house sometimes can impact relationship with your father. You may feel that you have to do things yourself and not listen to advice. It can also take you to pilgrimage to find some higher self. That would be a good way to do Saturn, and study. 9th house is the house of education and study, any type of study is a very good antidote for Saturn transits. Leo, Saturn in Pisces is a very challenging transit for you. This is Ashtama Shani. Ashtama Shani means that Saturn is transiting 8th from your ascendant or 8th from your moon. So Leo moon, Leo ascendant, it can bring unexpected changes for you. One of the areas to watch out is health, and because 8th house transit, especially if you have other issues, you watch your health. Don't be careless about these things. But mostly with 8th houses, suddenly some unexpected event can take place that you hadn't planned for. We can't even plan for it. We can just be aware that Saturn is going through Pisces, and therefore we are being very careful and cautious about our lives. Virgo, Saturn is in the 7th house. 7th house transit of Saturn, of course, it will go opposite your moon or opposite your ascendant. It will be pressurized, and it can also lead to some changes in your life. And Saturn going through the 7th house can as much give marriage and relationships as Jupiter going through your 7th house. And it can be taking more responsibility in your relationship, in some way restructuring your relationship area. And it can take you abroad as well. So those are the things to look out for. And when Saturn is exactly opposite your moon or your ascendant, then that month is challenging time for you, and be prepared for it. Libra, Pisces is your 6th house. This is a very good transit for Saturn. It'll make you work hard, bring responsibility. It's the house of karma yoga. So think about doing something selfless, giving back to society, but it will make you work hard and you will be rewarded for it. It is a good transit. Generally, Saturn transiting 6th house is good. Scorpio, Saturn going into your 5th house is house of children, house of higher ideas. There can be some responsibility that you have to take regarding children. Children is always, we feel responsible for them. But when Saturn comes there, then it's showing that they are under pressure. they need your support. So if you can give support to them, that is the best. Now, there's a Mars-Saturn conjunction in April 2026. Do watch out for that. Bring extra says to you as area of children, but it's also house of creativity, and Saturn will give creative energy that is more positive. It will encourage you to think seriously about knowledge and wisdom and mantra and prayer. So that would be another area to focus on. Sagittarius, Saturn is in the 4th house transit for you. 4th house is Kantaka Shani. It's also called Dhaya, not the easiest transit. 4th house is home, happiness. Saturn aspects your 10th house, so professional life also can get affected. But generally, you feel very restless and unsettled, and it's good to settle yourself down and to know that this is a challenging transit, but it can also make you want to restructure your home where you live, want to move house, and, do it slowly and carefully. Capricorn, Saturn in Pisces, 3rd house, that's a good transit, excellent, except for the Mars-Saturn conjunction in 2026. Saturn is on its own. It's your Lagna Lord. So being on its own, this is quite good news for you. And, 3rd house of initiative, action, where do you want your life going? All those things are important. And Pisces is quite idealistic, and it's a much softer placement for Saturn than it was in Aquarius. So, you may be having some different ideas from the last 5 years. Aquarius, Saturn is in your 2nd house of money, finances. This can be good for you to restructure your savings. Very good time to think about investment and savings. That is the best thing at this stage. And again, Saturn, much softer in Pisces, very idealistic. So you would want to be more following your heart, because Aquarius also is idealistic. And in Pisces, it's a time to explore, a more intuitive side of yourself. And I would say also to make yourself secure by thinking about your investments and savings. Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, of course, it is coming on your ascendant or your moon sign. So if Saturn is on your ascendant, often when Saturn goes through the ascendant, we change our jobs. So that may be something you are considering. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of work. I found, because I'm Pisces ascendant since it started, the work is really strong, but it's in a positive way because I can structure myself and I'm getting things done. Whereas Saturn in the 12th house, when it was in Aquarius, it was not letting me finish my projects, as you are aware. But Saturn is more impactful for those who have moon in Pisces, because you are in Sade Sati and Saturn is making a strong transit for you, and you are the intense part of Sade Sati. And therefore, this is a time to be careful, cautious. In 2025, Saturn goes up to 7 degrees of Pisces, then 26 from 7 to almost the end of Pisces. So depending on where your moon is or your ascendant is, then Saturn is impacting you. So it is good to be friendly with him and to follow his dictates. So that is it for how Saturn impacts you. And what is important to remember here is that we all must do remedy for Saturn. And the best remedy for Saturn is karma yoga, selfless service. You can also think about doing some donation, giving back to society, to some good cause. The donation of food is very good, and of your time, which is karma yoga, of course, giving back of your time. Those will be the best areas to do. So thank you very much. Do remember to subscribe.